Thanks very much, Steve. Well, as important as shipping traffic is here, what do you do once it gets to land? The head of Fluke Transport, Ron Foxcroft, joins us because your trucking company was actually kind of enticed to come here.
We were, and it was great. About 15 years ago, Fluke is 104 years old in Hamilton, and 15 years ago.
You don't look a day over
No, I'm not. I'm not 104 years old. No, but the port came to us and said, let's grow together. That was 15 years ago. We had 2 warehouses in Hamilton, and they said, you know, there's many opportunities because the port is a jewel in Hamilton. It's a revenue producer for the city. It's an employment producer for the city. It provides great leadership in supply chain. And so they said 15 years ago, move here to the port. We did, and it was the best thing that we ever did at Fluke Transport because we share the same supply chain values as the Port Authority. They have great values. They have a great board. They have great leadership. Ann Waldays is the board chair. Of course, Ian Hamilton is a genius in supply chain. So with being at the port, it's kind of like having a 140-person advisory board in your back.
Because that's how many other companies are here.
Yes, they have 140 tenants, so we can collaborate not only with the leadership at the port, but with the leadership with the 140 tenants, because supply chain is very challenging, but there's many opportunities in supply chain. And the one thing, we love freight that goes on a ship, because it eases the gridlock that we encounter.
That your drivers have, yeah.
Yes, and ultimately, we deliver everything by truck except babies. So we do, you know,
I haven't seen that logo on it.
It's a misconception that we don't like freight on ships. We love freight on ships because ultimately it goes onto a truck. So it's been, for 15 years, it's been amazing, and we operate here right at Burlington Street and Sherman Avenue at the port, and it's been a wonderful 15 years of collaboration and communication and sharing the same supply chain. You know, supply chain, for example, at the port and over the road, airport, rail, it's not only vital, it's essential.
It's what keeps the city moving.
It does. It actually keeps, you're right, it keeps the city moving, it keeps the country moving, and so much starts right here at the port. There's so much activity here.
That's a good way to wrap things up. Ron Foxcroft, head of Fluke Transport. We're going to find out much more about what's going on behind us here this morning and across the water at Hamilton-Oshawa Port Authority.